Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it's hard to look beyond this fella, Arda Güler. He's key on the right side. That's where he operates, that little channel, and he's brilliant if given a little more room. If he's shut down, then sometimes he can get a little frustrated. But
David Villa! Hits wide, but not by very much.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Çalhanoğlu. Kökçü tries to pass it through. Kadıoğlu in acres of space out wide. Now this could be a chance. Now there's a fine ball. Howson clears without hesitation. Kadiolu. Lenormand. Carreras. Picked out brilliantly. Decent chance! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Spain with the corner, they're first. Guti with the short one. Aktokolu proves too strong. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He is just caressing the ball. Out towards the flank. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Kadiolu. Passing nice and neat. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. Mulder driving forward. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Turkey are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Lopez. Çalhanoğlu. There's some great running on show here. It's roll! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
It's their second corner of the game. Dani Olmo goes short. Kukçu gets a foot in here. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Guti looking to play it into the box. So he's plotting something before playing it in. And it's made its way to him. Real chance here. And the shot! Goal! Spain! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And that is expertly dealt with. Unal. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Yellow or red? It is red. Spain are down to 10 men. Badaxi. That could spell trouble. Raul. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Unal.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Dani Olmo. Badaxi gets across to intercept that. Unal. Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Goulet. He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Unal. Dani Olmo. Fermin. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Kukçu. Spread it left. Now it's Villa. Lopez. Çalhanoğlu.
Turkey truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Plays the return pass. Çalhanoğlu. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. probing pass. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Now it's Aktokolu. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Unal. That's a shade optimistic. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Has been indicated.
He's picked his way through. Ambitious ball here. Brilliantly cut out. Femi. And that is the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Turkey trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Security staff for each block, please report to the staff room immediately. Substitution for Turkey, number 18, Unal.
So off we go again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Unai Simon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And that's been won straight back. Nicely shaped ball. Lopez. Çalhanoğlu. Turkey do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Kukçu. Guti. Alonso. Now that looks a decent ball. This looks promising. Lopez. Chance, surely! And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, that's well spotted. Yildiz. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Goulart does well to get it back. Muldur. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Good ball, good take. Good played through for the wide man. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chance.
Chance for a shot! Well taken goal. And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Spain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce...
Goal! Crossbar comes to the rescue. He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, was he a little smarter then, Peter, than he needed to be? I'm not sure he needed to cut it as fine as he did. He had enough of the goal to aim at.
Xavi Alonso. Turkey do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And that's gone loose. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lovely feet. Well read, nice interception. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Lenormand is there, and he can pick it up. He won't be happy with that one. Xavi Alonso. Now, can they get him away? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Not the most accurate pass. Guti. Fermin. Guti. Can he get it through? He's on it. Can he get away? Fermin! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And he's quick to return it. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that should get the job done. Yildiz. And it's Mulder. No way through. Keeper's got good distance on that.
Turkey are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Oh no, what has happened here? It's a pretty loose pass. Fermin. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Arda Güler. Guti. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Raul.
Raul clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
So that's it. It is all over. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they... Well, this is a critical game, a chance for the perfect statement to any potential rival that you are aiming higher at their expense. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running.
He's not the type to hog the limelight, but Angelo Peruzzi is a man I always thought worthy of praise.
Well, listen, Jim, few would question his record or his reputation, but I wonder what you think stands out about him.
Well, consistency for one, Peter, but I also like the calm aura he exudes. He'll go out of his way to make everything look effortless. He firmly believed that gave him the psychological edge.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Turkey are looking to break at pace.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
It's a pretty loose pass. Zaniolo. Now it's Keane. Spread to the right. He's got away. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Not a bad try by any means.
Tonali certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
He's had it taken off him. Goulet. Çalhanoğlu.
Such good technique.
He is through here. Calafiori did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's picked his way through. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And now the breakaway. Kökçü. There he goes, motoring forward. Unal receives it in a good position here. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. He's having a pop! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get...
He's having a shot! Goal, Italy! And Italy score first.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, that's superb. Very nicely done. Good spot, that.
Turkey are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Zaniolo. Driving forward. Politano. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now it's Unal. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Oh, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Unal. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Not the most accurate pass. He's being urged to... Yildiz! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Zaccagni.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Zaniolo is in a really good position out wide. Kökçü. Kökçü running with the ball. That's going wide left. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Zaniolo. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Tonali has good running with the ball. Bardakci calmly anticipates. Tonali, nicely shaped ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Tonali with the short one. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Turkey have the chance to go the other way. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Shapes to shoot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And it's Tonali. Keane. He's on it. Can he? Goes for a shot! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Turkey could not have chosen a worse moment. This for genuine comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Looking for options for movement. Picked out brilliantly. Chance for a shot! Off the post! Well, they've got it. Shoots! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Zaccagni! Tries to get it clear. Yildiz cuts it out. Goulart running with intent. Tonali. Unal. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Down to business again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
They've played it short. Zaccagni is onto this. Oh, great leap! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Now it's Unal. Time and again they are repelled. Calafiori. Oh, this is a terrific run. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evidence, just the keeper, and the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Italy are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, big chance! And that's in! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Crossed in again. And that is expertly dealt with.
The attendance for this
That's
match
really
was
well manoeuvred.
80,953.
Great ball, and he's in here. Well taken goal. But oh, it's offside.
And needless to say, he disagrees.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Now it's Unal. Nicely spread. Oh, that's well spotted. Now, can they get him away? And that could set him on his way. Keane. And that is well cleared. Zaccagni gets a cross in. And here's Zaccagni. Well timed, excellent interception. Unal. Oh, good spread. Tonali. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Çalhanoğlu. And it's Arda Güler. Now it's Yildiz. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Güler. Çalhanoğlu. Can he get it through? Now there's a fine ball. And he's straight offside. That has not gone well. Kukçu. Unal. Knocks it into space. Zaccagni. Chance! He's got a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And with that, Politano! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Italy have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
No foul, says the referee. Looking to play him in. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Looking for the run. And he's managed to get free. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's real chance! Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Italy get their fourth corner. Towering header! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Nicely aimed pass. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Yildiz. Now it's Unal. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's certainly onside here. Here comes chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Güler. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
That is ended up in no man's land. He's in a great position here. Now it's Sakanyi. There will be 4 extra minutes. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Referee looks at his watch and blows.